Well, what a strange day. I've just got back from doing the horses. When I was out with the dog, I came back and there was this perfect setup on cable. So, as you know, by now hopefully, I like to see a reversal, low, high, high, low, higher, high, with a high, low, lower, high, lower, low and close. And I got into the trade just a little bit late, but I was happy to get into it because of the way the indicators looked. We'd gone from that pullback bar that you can see there to the close of a new continuation selling bar, and then as I say, I wanted to wait for this to close below the low there, which it did, and then that was my trigger to get in. And I always say to you, watch out for the pullbacks after, and look what it's done. It's gone exactly back to test that green line there. There, as you can see, after my entry, and once the 1 minute chart had shown me the way to go, short that is, I was in that trade. And the target was, as you know, I never really mention pivots. I'm not a great fan of them, but you could see clearly we'd broken that 12750 level and closed below it, come back to test it, and the S1, which is hiding behind there, it is there, just that the bottom of that support level. That support became resistance on the SS support indicator, and I just took it to that S2, which is 28 pips. So that was a stonker of a trade for me. And the whole point of this video really was initially to explain why why I chose to choose cable as opposed to what I've been trading up until that today, which was GJ, pound yen, is because there was the gap down to S2, whereas if I'd entered the pound yen, I would have been smack on that S2 and would have had to wait. The other thing that I wanted to mention was, look how the chart looks so different. GJ used to be called, I think it used to be commonly known as the Dragon, I think, and it's also known as the Beast because of the volatility. Back when I started, these things used to move 500 or 600 pips a day. That was their daily range. EJ was like that those days. If you look back on your charts and look at the daily candles and look at the size of them on those, I can't remember quite when it was, 2007, something like that, 2005, 2006. Mental monster movements on these currency pairs. So relatively speaking, they've calmed down now, but look how that's going up now, yet the cable is just down, down, down. Now the markets are madness. I heard on the radio that the FTSE has now broken the daily record of a fall, even worse than when the crash of 2008, 9% going on for 10% now, I think it is. But this is another crazy thing, because I've just looked at this while I was making the video. That's the FTSE, and it still is crashing. Now, you know, you have to try and avoid the tendency to jump in on something like that, because that's where you'll end up getting burned. But it looks like they're all flying to the yen. That's why you know, you can see the power there is 9 against and they're selling euro. I heard something on the news, caught something about the euro as well, and this isn't financial news channels, this is mainstream news channels. But look at this. We're commonly told that gold is supposed to be the safe haven currency, and gold has crashed again, just like I was talking about in the last 3 gold roundup videos that I did. I said gold was going down, and that is against all we're told about fundamentals. And look where it's gone down to. Remember, I started this that whole gold series of shorts, the potential it was going to go down and down and down, and there it is, smack on the low of that initial uptrend there. So it wasn't just a pullback to the 50%, and I laughed at your remark, Ben, about Fibonacci's, but it's now 100%, isn't it, or thereabouts, 97%. So yeah, very funny. And I just thought it's going to go one of two ways. Either going to go up to this test this massive level here on this H4 chart, or even further, looking at the W1 or monthly even. But why on earth is it crashing when gold is a safe haven? The world has gone mad, and there's another reason fundamental traders would probably have got caught out with their trousers down and had their backsides well and truly spanked. So I think this is proof enough that price action rules the roost. It even, you can even, I know it's Harry hindsight eyes and stuff, but you can even say, well, that was where the price was going to bounce, and this is one of our big levels here. And we've got a flip zone going on here on the weekly, or the daily should I say. It's just amazing. And you can, I've said it many times, you can never stop learning. Oh, and something I needed to do as well was remind people, if you aren't looking at these, if you're starting back to front, then you won't have known what has transformed my trading is Aussie's AUSSI thread on Forex Factory, and his mate who is on that thread, Digger One, and he is a phenomenal trader. But you can never not stop learning from people. That's my advice to you guys. And have a good read of that thread, but just have a look at some of their results. I mean, I haven't looked at it for about 3 or 4 or 5 days now. I need to do some reading, but those guys are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, in Digger's case a day, and Aussie's case a week, and they're just price action traders. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Another 28 pips. I'm going to see if I can get some sort of retracement to that 8 hourly EMA later on. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.